Hello and welcome to Street Patrol. This is your good old friend, J.Garswa Yamito, once again. In the streets of Newark, New Jersey, today we have caught up with Mr. Arnold Johnson, a fellow refugee and a fellow Liberian. Mr. Johnson settled in the West African nation of Ghana, where he was a refugee. While there, he established an organization that is today known as Happy Hands Foundation. Mr. Johnson's organization helped to clean the refugee camp, helped to provide education, also coached the soccer team, and Mr. Johnson has extended his works to the United States of America among disadvantaged and destitute individuals, Africans as well as Americans. He has also returned to Liberia, and he is undertaking the construction of an 8-bedroom clinic in the township of Caldwell. Just to name a few of things that Happy Hands Foundation has undertaken under the leadership of Mr. Johnson. He's our guest on Street Patrol. Mr. Johnson, welcome.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm Arnold Johnson from Happy Hands Foundation, founder and CEO of Happy Hands Foundation. Over the past year, Happy Hands was founded in Ghana, West African nation, Ghana, 2002, and God had it, and I brought the program to America. And now Happy Hands right now in America is serving the disadvantaged population, people that are coming from out of prison, which is a prison re-entrant program, and also we have a family tree program, which is taking care of the families, with furniture assist, and other social service program. And I just went back home about a few months back, and I decided to take Happy Hands back home to Liberia, West Africa, in Caldwell Township, to see how we can build a 8-bedroom clinic and also renovate a 6-bedroom clinic. And right now, our operation right now in Liberia, West Africa, is to build a 6-bedroom clinic. Caldwell founded since 1825 and never had a clinic. And God may have it, I went back home, and son of the sword, I decided to undertake that project along with the commissioner of Caldwell and the citizen of Caldwell, in which we undertaking a 6-bedroom clinic as a part of project right now to undertake the 8 bedrooms, which will be built in the future.
Mr. Johnson, tell us a little bit about your works in Ghana. I've been told, and it has been verified by some connections that I have in Ghana, that while you were a refugee there, you used to clean the refugee camp, made sure that the sanitation was taken care of. You helped to build latrines, you helped to set up aerobic schools, you also helped to coach the soccer clubs. I mean, what really motivated you? What gave you all of this courage, although you were a refugee and are a refugee yourself?
Actually, you see, when you're a man and you're talking about what the leadership is doing and you don't pick up the tools to go after what you think you can do, then you're nobody to talk about. But during my days in a refugee camp, what really motivated me was the camp was vulnerable. And what I did, I started to work along, looking at me to be one of the first people that went into Ghana at the early 90s and seeing the refugee camp, and we started to work along with the Ghanaian authority to develop these projects like the building the toilet, digging the paved toilet, digging the drainages, and other sanitation work. And I also established Happy Hands Foundation in 2002 to carry on the sanitation work and education program on the refugee camp in Ghana, West Africa, in which that go from house to house. Every morning, we sweep the street, take out the garbages, put it into the trench, and also renovated the toilet that was built over the 5 years. We started to do the renovation work with the help of the Danish embassy through SMA, and also working along with the Liberian Welfare Council committee on the camp.
The Liberians are preparing to return home. We've also learned, Street Patrol has learned that Liberians are voluntarily returning home. What is Happy Hand? What role is Happy Hand playing in facilitating their return to Liberia?
Before I make a comment on that, I would like to say that first of all, in the early part of this year, there were a riot went on, and I think 2 or 3 persons were killed, or 1 person was killed in a riot. And Happy Hands will send some money over to see how best we can help our brother and sister in Ghana. In doing that, we set up a full-man committee in Ghana right now. We're working along with Happy Hands to see how best we can get other things under control. But looking at our people going back home, what we decided doing in a couple of weeks from now, I'll be flying to Ghana to see how I can discuss with the UNHCR, the UNHCR and the Ghana government.
Which is the United Nations High Commission for Refugees.
Yeah, the United Nations High, yes, for Refugees. We are going to discuss with them and see how best that our people can go back home, because as I learned that the UNHCR ain't giving our people 20 kilos to go back. You know, being a refugee, want to go back home and taking about 20 kilos back home, you know, is devastating. So on Happy Hands, we'd like to see how best we can work along with the UNHCR and the government and the Ghana government and also the British government, that all the refugees back home, voluntarily want to go back home, we take their belonging with them, all their belonging with them, and we'll see how best we can come up with some percentage of that to help them go back home with their belongings.
What is Happy Hand doing in the United States of America, Mr. Johnson?
Happy Hands right now in America, Happy Hands was founded 2006, March 19. Right now we're into few programs in America. We're into the anger management, domestic violence, and also we giving social service assistance to the community. We're serving right now. We're serving the predominant population, people that are coming from other prisons who need some help with their GED, SAT, and also their paperwork to be straightened out, identifications, and.
Where is Happy Hands situated? What if someone watching this program and say, you know what? I think I'm hearing something, pretty good. I would like to be a part of Happy Hand. I'd like to lend them some assistance. How could you possibly be reached? In which city in the state of New Jersey are you situated or located?
We are at 134 Evergreen in East Orange, New Jersey, 07018, and our telephone number is 862-520-5265. Our email is info@happyhands.org.
That is the website.
The website is www.helpfund. Helpfund is HAPHFOND.org.
You've also mentioned the construction of an 8-bedroom clinic in the Republic of Liberia. How are you being funded?
Personally, right now, Happy Hands Foundation is networking with the Latin American Institute to see how best we can raise some funding to do the renovation work for the 6-bedroom clinic in Cornwall, West Africa, Liberia. Through the network with the Latino Institute, we are going to raise $10,000, which by October 29, 2011, and by the December 31st, we will be unveiling and opening the 8-bedroom clinic in Cornwall.
Where will the event be taking place? In the state of New Jersey or in another place?
The event will be at Hackensack.
It will be in Hackensack.
Yeah, it'll be in Hackensack, New
Jersey.
The
township of Hackensack.
Yeah, New Jersey. And the hall is Fiesta. We'll be having a program at the hall at Fiesta.
Okay, Fiesta is, if my memory serves me right, haven't lived in New Jersey since I came as a refugee to the United States, should be somewhere in Woodridge,
yes,
on Route 17 South.
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
just trying to recall, some of the places, because you know what, Street Patrol really don't sit around. I drive around, walk around to make sure that I bring you the type of program that you are now watching, talking with the homeless, talking with the unemployed, talking with the sick people, talking with the pastors, talking with the policemen, the firemen, talking with just about everybody, trying our utmost to bring to bear, or at least solicit the attention and the kind indulgence of those who have the means to help such programs that Happy Hands Foundation, for example, is undertaking. One other question though, what is the Liberian government doing to help your non-profit organization, Happy Hand?
So far, nothing much right now, because I think that they really don't know much about Happy Hands Foundation. But in a few months to come, we'll be able to see how best we can start speaking with the Minister of Health and see how best we can get some collaboration agreement signed with the Ministry of Health to help us undertake some of the health projects back home in Liberia. Happy will not do all by himself, but we also will reach out to the government a couple of months to come to see how best they can come and play a major role in whatsoever we are doing back home in Liberia, West Africa.
You are in the city of East Orange. You are in the state of New Jersey. East Orange, West Orange, Orange, Newark, New Jersey. What outreaches have you undertaken with the aim of reaching the city hall within these different municipalities?
Actually, right now we closely working along with the city hall of East Orange and Newark. We haven't yet gone into all the oranges yet, because what we're trying to do now is to take it step by step. Right now, we're working along with the city hall in Newark, New Jersey, and trying to see how best they will help us take our continuum back home when the time come to the city of East Orange, city of Newark, and also we try to talk to the city council president of East Orange to see how best we can get their knowledge about whatsoever we are doing back home in West Africa, Liberia. Happy
Hands Foundation is a 501c3. In other words, it is a non-for-profit organization. Am I correct?
Yes, it is.
So every donation, every contribution, even with the viewing or showing of this on Facebook, on YouTube, on Vimeo and other places, could lend them some tax credit. Am I correct?
Yes, you are.
Well, Mr. Johnson, it's been a pleasure talking to you, and Street Patrol would like to wish you all the best.
Thank you. Have a blessed day.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, this has been your good old friend, as always, Street Patrol with J.Garswa.